Got that? You're not allowed to see him anymore.
Who asked you? I'm old enough to choose my own boyfriends.
Damn it, why won't you listen to me?
Out of my way!
I'm sorry. My little sister's in a bad mood right now. Why must she torture me like this? If only our parents were still alive. That boyfriend of hers has problems. But when I tell her not to see him, well, you saw what happened.
But isn't that her choice to make?
I know, but I can't bear to watch her make a mistake like that. I'm sorry. I need to go look for her.
I know you're hiding there.
Give me a break. Where does she get off talking about me like that?
So why do you stay with her? Just go off on your own.
I can't. She's been sick and weak for as long as I can remember. She needs my help. Besides, she's my sister.
Interesting.
Oh crap, there she is! See ya!
Say, Mila, do you have a family?
No. Though the four may be something close to one.
Do you ever wish you had one?
No, I can't say it's an idea that I've really thought about.
I see.
Having my own family. No, that's ridiculous.
Wait, isn't this...
The building where Klein's assassin was hiding? Yeah.
On Noctigal's orders, I imagine.
Regardless, the responsibility for Lord Klein's death lies solely on my shoulders.
Why would you say that?
It wasn't any of our faults.
But unfortunately it is. Do you remember the arrow that pierced his heart?
Yeah, I remember it being pretty unusual.
It's a highly lethal design used by Noctigal's personal guard. It was an invention of a Rashagal military tactician. He employed those arrows in his battles, and they brought him many great victories.
Wait, that sounds like...
Yes, I was that tactician. Back then I was known as the Conductor, and cared only about flaunting my abilities.
Now you've paid the price.
Alvin, come on.
No, he's absolutely right. In the end, my abilities couldn't protect the one person I had sworn to keep safe. The only thing they're good for is killing.
I don't think that's how Klein viewed you, though. Even in his last words, he wanted you to look over the country.
If he believed you were only good for killing, he never would have said such things.
Thank you, my friends. I still have much to do before I can fulfill Master Klein's last request. But my regret cuts all the deeper for knowing my arrows took the life of a man who trusted me so.
I'm home. Oh, thank goodness. No one's here.
What are you so afraid of? Isn't this your own house?
Shh! I left without telling my parents goodbye. If they see me, they're gonna be furious.
You got that right.
Mom!
How did you do that? There was no sign of anyone here at all.
Well, she is a martial arts master.
Leia, do you have any idea how worried we've been? Your father was bawling his eyes out.
I'm sorry.
Wait, please.
Master Sonia, Leia was only trying to help us.
Jude, Mila, You two should know better by now. If you let this child bend one rule in the morning, the world will be in chaos by noon.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Miss Sonia, I understand your anger, but rest assured, I accept full responsibility for Leia while...
That goes double for you. Keeping children well disciplined is your duty as an adult.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like all of you need a good stern lecture. Line up at attention. All right, you're dismissed. I'll let you off the hook this time.
I never thought a lecture could go on this long.
Personally, I found it oddly refreshing.
Trust me, it's a miracle that we got off this easy.
You had better believe it.
But Leia, doesn't this mean you won't be able to accompany us any further?
No way! I don't care how mad she gets, I'm still going with you.
Leia,
Well, you'd better. If you were to give up now, then you'd really be in trouble.
Mom?
I only scolded you because you left without telling us. If this is what you've decided you need to do, I expect you to see it through to the end.
Thanks, Mom. I will.
thank goodness.
Everyone, my daughter may be a miscreant and a fool, but I'm counting on you to keep her out of trouble.
Oh, Mom, don't get so sentimental. It's not like I'm getting married.
I'm home.
You're okay. Of course he is. I've been with him the whole time.
Jude, I need you to leave us alone for a bit.
How come?
Because I said so.
You know kids will rebel if you don't tell them what's up, right?
You're the one who'd be in trouble if I told him what's up.
Come now, you make it sound like I'm holding Jude hostage.
Aren't you?
If anything, I'm protecting him from Exodus. Not to mention, we're friends that trust and rely on each other. Believe what you want. No skin off my back. But you know, your son may be a lot more grown up than you realize.
He's just a child going through a rebellious phase.
Isn't that the phase that turns kids into adults? Maybe he's not there yet, but he ain't no child either. Must be tough being a dad. Sacrificing so many things for your family, only to have your son grow up and leave you.
That's just how it works. I accept that.
You always were like that, Dr. Mathis. I can see why Jude became an honor student.
What were you talking about?
Just chatting about our old people diseases. Want the details?
No, that's okay. You and Dad have a right to discuss what you want to.
How very prudent of you, as always. Guess he's still got some kid in him after all.
Expecting a message, Alvin?
Huh?
I've seen him using that bird to send letters before. To a woman, apparently.
Sorry, folks, I'll be done in a jiff. Everyone, take 5.
Hey, Mila. You gave something to Ivor a while back. Was it the thing you swiped from the laboratory?
Yes, it was the Spyrex used to operate the Lance of Kresnik.
That little thing? But shouldn't you keep it with you?
No. In fact, it would be dangerous to get anywhere near the Lance of Kresnik with that Spyrex in hand.
Oh, well, you know better than me.
There is a problem, however. The channeling circle that bound and captured the 4. I believe it was generated by that Spyrex. I will need to generate a channeling circle of equal power to release them.
In other words, you'll need that Spyrex to save the 4 great spirits.
I may need the 4's power to destroy the Lance of Kresnik, too. The real question, then, is when should I retrieve the key from Ivor?
Hey, does that mean you can also use Spyrix to cast arts? It's not just for the Lance of Kresnik?
What's the simplest way to explain this? Remember the street lamps in Fenmont? People light them with spirit arts. It's a simple parlor trick. Even a child could do it. But what happens if more powerful spirit arts are required?
Those require a powerful caster, someone with a mana lobe of sufficient capacity. The greater the capacity, the more mana can be produced when using arts. That capacity is determined at birth. It's immutable.
Precisely. That's one of the laws of Riza Maxia. But a Spyrix doesn't rely on the caster at all. A caster wielding a Spyrix can power anything, from a tiny streetlight to a gigantic object like the Lance of Kresnik. Mana capacity ceases to be a limitation.
But that sounds really handy.
It is handy, and that's precisely why it's so dangerous. With the Spyrix, anyone can wield arts potent enough to capture the Four, and anyone can use that power to kill others, just as they plan to do with the Lance of Kresnik. Anyhow, we should get going.
She's right about one thing. Weapons like the Lance of Kresnik must be destroyed. But is Spyrix itself really such a bad thing?